hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertainment? So I'm coming out with another video. We're doing a Hollywood Hot Topics. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. So first, let's start off with Housewives of Atlanta. This is one of the best premieres I've seen in a minute. It kept me glued to the TV because I wanted to see what they were going to say to each other next. The casting, impeccable. Who knew Shamia was that rich? First of all, like, you know, it's crazy knowing that she's that rich and lives that affluent sort of lifestyle and has a rich African who has a real job. That shows me a lot of, it explains the past few seasons so much. And it's like, this is why sometimes when it comes to Housewives of Atlanta, they kind of miss the mark, because had we known this, a lot of things would have made sense. I'm telling y'all, the reason why Portia went and got with Simon so quickly is because she was trying to compete with Shamia. You can't tell me nothing different, because it was so fast. And it's like, how, like, we know Portia's not the brightest, but just the way that it happened, it was kind of like, wow, like, you're not even thinking about this. I think she saw Shamia's life and she wanted to mimic it. So it makes a lot of sense as to what really happened during that whole period of time with Simon, Portia, and Fallon. Okay. Portia came late to Shamia's, you know, freaking birthday bash. Mind you, oh my God, like, that party in that house was so top tier. Ain't even funny. The elevator, y'all, is a glass elevator that goes up. Like, she lives in a damn library. Like she's silent library vibes. Shout out to Shamia. The fact that he does HVAC, shout out to that, because we never really see a lot of people on reality TV that are rich because they have like a regular source of income. It's usually, you know, self-employed wise or scamming. Let's keep it about, you know, they're hiding money, finagling money, finessing money, Simon. So it's like they kind of get rich that way. We don't really know exactly what they do for work. So I like that the fact that she was able to say, hey, he does this, like, this is where he got all this money. Like, this just is what it is. So that in itself made me happy. I think this next few seasons, Shamia and Portia will not be friends. And I said it. The reason why I said it is because guess what? I think Shamia lives the life that Portia wants to have and has dreamed to have. And I think Portia's not going to handle the fact that now Shamia's a main character and she's actually favored. She's very likable. She's personable. The bitch talk a lot, but she's funny and she has a personality. We have not seen this personality from Shamia in I don't know how long. Maybe it's because I wasn't paying attention and she was so far in Portia's ass. Portia didn't let her showcase her personality. I don't know. But it's like, I didn't see all of this va-va-voom from her until this season. So it's a little refreshing to see. Now, at this party, she gets a freaking, I think it was a Rolls Royce Cullinan. Child, she started jumping up and down like, oh my God. She jumping up and down. She happy as hell. The whole party is like gagging. Portia comes late. Now, apparently, y'all, Portia says that the reason why is because Simon sent a cease and desist to her home for her not to film there. So she had to get ready at her mama house and then head over there. But then I looked at Portia Instagram and she had a photo shoot. So you had enough time to do a photo shoot and still be late. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, I like Portia at times, but she does questionable things to me that, like, people sort of surpass because she's pretty. I'm sorry. And we need to stop doing that. Just because Portia is pretty doesn't mean she gets a pass. Because y'all don't give Kenya a pass. And she's pretty herself too. So that's my whole thing. They go to photo shoot. You feel me? Like, y'all had enough time for a photo shoot with the brown background. But y'all came late. Portia, please. Like, get out of here with this. Like, I'm sick of her. Like, really? And I'm a photographer, so I know you had to get the damn paper wall down. They had to get lighting. They had to, like, come on now. That takes a little bit of time, you guys. So miss me with that. I was late because I was at my mama's house. Nah, you wanted to I don't think she wanted to ruin Shamia's moment. I don't think Portia is that malicious, but I think, Portia works on her own time and she's not that considerate of people's feelings, especially her friends. Okay. Now, these new girls, and the Bravo did a great job also. They put it's like a map as to why and how they know each other and how they're connected, which I found to be good to know because we have 4 new housewives basically, including Shamia. She's not a new housewife per se, but it's like she never had a peach. So they showed how they were each connected to each other, and the other 3 new girls were introduced. We have Brittany Edie, Kelli, and then Angela. Let me tell you something. Kelli, I like the most. Something about her gives me Mia when we used to like her. But Kelli, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Please lay off the surge. I beg of you, okay? Because if you get one more tip and talk, you gonna end up looking like a woo, okay? And y'all probably wonder what's a woo. Horton here's a who. I don't want you to end up like a who, okay? You gonna end up looking like Pretty P by the nose if you keep playing around like that. Like, stop messing with your face. You're pretty enough. Stop right there, okay? Before you head down the little Kim lane. We don't want that, okay? I like her the most because I feel like she understands the assignment, and not only that, she, to me, isn't coming on fronting to be something that she's not. I could tell Britt and that man have a whole lot of marriage issues, but she came as if everything's perfect and green, which we're gonna see in the season. It's not. And then Angela, to me, seems like she's being herself. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's something in there that we're gonna discover later on. Like, she's gonna show us another side of her. To me, Kelli was the most like authentic. Now, at this party, Kenya ends up showing up. Now, Kenya was somebody that was freaking the edit of this episode. I see what they're doing, and it's so sad because it's like, I get what happened, but the least y'all could do is just make her a full-time until she gets kicked off the show. Like, it's not that hard. I don't get what was the problem in doing that. I guess you know what it is. I'm telling y'all gotta understand, inflation is nothing to play with. Bravo not trying to pay no big checks. They trying to get a lot of bang for their buck. And if you causing them to get a banged up production, they're gonna try to find a way to get you out of there. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it has nothing to do with the D in the picture. Phaedra done lied about somebody R-wording somebody. What's worse? Somebody having a D on their face from a Google image, or somebody lying about somebody R-wording somebody. I think the R word is a worse accusation than some picture that Kenya found on Google. Mind you, I heard it was just we've seen the clip by now on Twitter. It was like a D picture edited into her face. So it wasn't even an actual nude photo of her. But that's besides the point. That's why I think they're ending out Kenya. They're trying to make sure that, the budget stays budgeting and they're not spending too much on Kenya. Because y'all know Kenya is worth a lot. As a housewife, she probably is one of the highest paid that was remaining on the show before she got kicked off. Besides a Portia that came back, she probably was like the highest because she was the only one remaining out of like the older girls for this newer cast. That's just how I see it. I may be wrong, but I'm saying. When Britt came and introduced herself, I felt like she was looking for a problem with Kenya. Like, it's just the way she was looking at her. She was just like, this bitch. I'm like, ugh. She kind of gave this tool and this energy as if like, I'm going to get into it with you. I don't like you. I want to start something with you. I'm going to do something to piss you off. You going to do something to piss me off. Like, it's like, y'all remember on Basketball Wives? There was the later seasons, right? Tammy got mad at Shawnee because Shawnee used to tell the new girls. I think there was this one season, this lady named Tasha. She told the new girl, Tasha, she said, one thing about Tammy, it could go real right or it could go real left. Like, I felt like somebody talked in her ear and said, it's going to go real right or it's going to go real left. And it went real left. So it's like somebody prepped her to have like a tool coming in. It was weird. I don't know. Like, that whole interaction, they even cut out at one point, Kenya called it out on Twitter with them, with their introduction, and then her saying, hey, and then they cut out when Kenya said, hey, back, but then later on, she called her beautiful. So it's like, why would she not say hello back, but then call her beautiful? It's just like, I don't know why Bravo thinks we're dumb, as if we can't see things from what they're doing. It's like stupid to me. Like, y'all might as well like stop. Y'all letting Portia break the fourth wall. Y'all might as well just leave the edit how it is and don't try to manipulate it. Okay. Portia said, can I break the fourth wall? Now, this whole party that they had and then the scene with Portia, I'm sorry, but I'm on Kelli's side. Let me tell y'all why. I feel like it would be remiss for Bravo to have her come back and act like nothing happened. Like you just, stepped away for a week of a season and you just came back and you just going through a divorce with, a random man. No, you were on the show, Portia. You had this friend. You said she's not a friend, acquaintance, whatever you want to call her. You went to that lady's house. It was on camera. Soon after, you're getting with the guy, you're about to marry him. Like, come on now. I'm just so sick of people pussyfooting around this Portia thing. It's so annoying. Like, to me, if you're the type of person who is going to defend Portia what she did, I side eye you automatically. Let me tell you why. Whether or not Fallon was cheating with other men or had a baby on the way, whatever, you may have not known that, Portia. So if you're the type of person who defends somebody like that, that tells me that you would do something like that to your friend, to me, to your family, and not give a crap about it. And I'll blink twice. Because for people to just be like, oh yeah, he was married or whatever, they were dealing with each other. That time frame was like this small. It's just crazy to me how like people just overlook that and they just think it's okay just because Fallon was kind of whoring around. Who knows what he was doing that made her to whore around? Y'all see what I'm saying? Especially now that we've seen how he's literally read you on the internet, Portia, like a queen. Imagine what he was doing to Fallon behind closed doors. That's my whole thing. So it's like, when Kelli did that, I loved it. I was like, points for Kelli. Finally, somebody's brought it up to say, why you took that lady husband? Okay, you thought that karma wasn't coming back to bite y'all? Oh, no, I came right back. Beat you right in the booty. Okay, now you're right where you left off in season 5. Divorced. That's the two. Let me stop. But no, for real, it's just like, I just don't get, and I don't feel bad for Portia because it's like, what did you think was going to happen? It like that relationship and that marriage, it didn't come into fruition on a positive aspect. Anything that comes to fruition in a sneaky negative type of way, it's going to end in a sneaky negative type of way. And that's exactly what happened. So I don't feel no instant sympathy for Portia. Okay. Now, it was tacky for Kelli to do it at a party, but it's reality TV. If we don't have girls that are able to speak up and do things like this that are a little gag worthy, then what the hell are we really watching for? Okay. Portia trying to act like she don't know who that lady was funny, probably because she was just that embarrassed that she was born enough to ask that, and she was eating them waffles because she knows damn well she know about that lady and her waffles. Okay. Now, also, we see Kenya sort of trying to like facilitate the situation between Kelli and Portia and all that whole situation, like before she even walked up, which this is why Kenya is needed because she does the due diligence of the dirty work. So it's going to be interesting when she's gone because who's going to do it? Next, we have Drew coming. I feel so bad for Drew. They always make your Drew look like a liar. They always make her look just untruthful. They always have her, like, they always get Drew in moments where she's stumbling over her words. Like, every 2 seconds, I'm like, God damn, Drew, they got you again, right? So Portia, in the newest sneak peek, basically calls out Drew because she's like, you a low-down, dirty individual, okay? You was trying to read like Phaedra. Did you talk to Phaedra before you sat down with her and had that conversation? Because this giving you talk to Phaedra. You are a low-down, dirty individual. That's something that Phaedra would say, okay? Y'all remember when Nene read Phaedra and she was just like, You tried to sit down with my sisters. You're not smart. It was given a little bit like that. So she asked the producer, she's like, can I break the fourth wall? I mean, we're talking about this sneak peek now, not the recent episode. Her breaking the fourth wall, to me, shows that they actually are thinking about the show and what's good for it, because at least now we understand what's really going on. She accuses Drew of bringing him to film, which I'm like, who cares? Like, if she's working with him and you're not with your hot dog man and they're working together, what's the problem? Do I think Dennis and Drew slept around? No, I don't think so. Let me tell you why. I feel like Drew cares so much of what people think that she wouldn't do it because she would be scared of the backlash. And if that were the case, I feel like Ralph would have been said something. Ralph has not ever, from what I see, maybe I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, I haven't seen him allude to anything in the comments on social media about, I might be wrong, but I'm just saying. So it's like, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I don't think that they're fucking. I don't think that, I think freaking Dennis wants to F. I think he wants to, him and his low eyes. You think I'm banging Drew? Huh? Come on, push. Low ass eyes. Nigga look like he smoked 6 packs of a blunt every day. Like, oh my God. Portia, the way that she cared so much about that, I don't care what nobody says, you still have feelings for them. I think that Portia's pride is what's preventing her from actually going and dealing with him on a romantic level again, because she doesn't want him to throw it in her face and say, I told you so. Even though it is an I told you so moment, because Dennis kind of peeped that something was wrong. Like, he was a little, off. Mind you, Portia went on Watch What Happens Live and said that Shamia's husband warned Portia about some red flags. So I said, oh, there we go. So even with that, you still was sort of, going along with the fantasy, trying to compete with Shamia. It didn't work out, did it? But keep back. I'm just like, I just don't feel bad for Portia, because it's like she plays victim so much. It's like she be putting herself in these situations. Like, nobody told you to go and marry that man. I'm sorry. You could have maybe slept with him, tricked off on him. Ain't nobody told you to marry his ass. Who told you to do that? Who said that? Who told you to do that? Better yet, why would you do that? We're going to have to hit Portia with the why would you do that? Because why would you do that? Okay? I can't believe you.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Why you do that? For real, okay? Cynthia coming back, I don't see the purpose of it. The reason why is because, like, I feel like Shamia is like the joint of Candy and Cynthia put together in one. She's very animated like Candy, and do the most and talk a lot like Candy, and she's very neutral and peaceful zen like Cynthia. So bringing her in, I don't think was like the most needed, but I don't mind it because I like Cynthia. Okay, it's just the way that they did Kenya. I really didn't like that. I don't get the reason as to why. I get what happened, but it's like, let us see the full story before it even happened. Don't cut and chop and slice her out just because y'all not happy with her now. It just, to me, does not make any sense. Now, Brett, your husband. Anyway, I was like, oh, I seen the tweets and stuff. I said, oh, I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. Okay, I really, really feel bad. All right. Am I excited for Phaedra's return? Not really, because I just feel like we've seen all we've had from Phaedra. She doesn't like to open up about her actual personal life and what she has going on. We've seen that with Married to Medicine. So it's sort of like her bringing her back. I would not be interested in Phaedra coming back unless Candy is there, because I want to see them have that conversation. I also do want to see them try to reconcile, even if they're open to it. Sorry. But without Candy, it's like, I don't see a purpose of her being there. Even more now without Kenya. Now they can't even interact. So it's like Phaedra's there for, like, she getting another free check. I'm telling y'all, these reality girls be getting free checks, and it makes me mad because, bitch, I need a free check. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think down below. about this first premiere episode. I will start continuing doing the whole season because I did find this first episode really, really good. All right, let me know what y'all think down below. And our babies.
No personal thing.